Are we on?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Good evening and welcome to the City Council meeting of the City of Lenoir for Tuesday, April the 2nd, 2024. We welcome you here this evening. Thank you for coming out. As we normally do, we'll get started in a few minutes with a moment of silence and our pledge of allegiance to our country. And before we do that, I would like to talk about a couple things that we need to keep in our thoughts and prayers. Certainly keep in mind the firefighter that was lost in Lexington this week, Captain Ronnie Metcalf from the Lexington Fire Department lost his life in the service of his community. So please keep he and his family and everyone in the Lexington community in your thoughts and prayers for him. Also, please keep in our thoughts and prayers one of our own here who has been a great service volunteer for our Main Street program from the original start and was involved in the American Field Service Sister Cities Board for many years, Jerry Bayer. We lost Jerry this past week. She was a great volunteer and one of those that we're really proud of, and we thanked her. She'll be sorely missed by our community. So please keep both of those and others in your thoughts and prayers. Now please join me for a moment of silence in our pledge. Thank you. Please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll get started tonight with several special recognitions. Coming up. Thank you. The first one tonight is a special recognition on behalf of our council to present the proclamation to our police chief, Chief Phelps, Brent Phelps, proclaiming the week of April 14th through April 20th as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week to recognize the employees who serve in the department's E911 Communications Center. Chief, thank you. Welcome. I'm going to present this proclamation and I'll let you talk. Okay. In recognition of Public Safety Telecommunicators Week, April 14th through April 20th, 2024. Whereas the City of Lenoir Police Department telecommunicators play a vital role in the protection of human life and property in our community. And whereas telecommunicators have been successfully serving the public safety communication needs of the City of Lenoir throughout the year. And whereas, while enduring long hours, abnormal schedules, and handling frequent life and death emergencies, telecommunicators set high standards in performing their duties in a dedicated, diligent, and compassionate manner. And whereas telecommunicators provide a critical communication link between the residents and emergency responders. And whereas these individuals efficiently coordinate emergency services to ensure the health and safety of our residents, visitors, and travelers in our community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas our public safety communications personnel serve the public daily in countless ways without due recognition by the beneficiaries of their services. Therefore, be it resolved that I, as mayor of the city of Lenoir, and on behalf of the Lenoir City Council, do hereby proclaim and declare the week of April 14th through April 20th, 2024, National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in the city of Lenoir in honor of the men and women whose diligence and professionalism keep our city and our first responders safe. Witness by hand and seal this the second day of April 2024. Chief, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That to you. We'll get a picture in a minute.
A couple notes. Council, Mayor, thank you for the recognition for our telecommunicators week and our staff. This is our director, Dustin Eller, and two ladies, Molly and Bethany. These three they're the glue that holds the room together. And we appreciate the opportunity just to recognize them for the work that they do day in and day out. When you think about dispatchers and telecommunicators, there's a lot of things that come to my mind, but really they are the unseen heroes of public safety. Our officers, our firemen, our EMS workers are seen by the public, and our dispatchers interact with every one of those groups in some fashion and do a vital role. And so for you guys in the room, let me say thank you for helping our citizens and our officers when lives are on the line, and for enduring the stress for thousands of calls every year. When somebody calls in and is going through a traumatic event, whether it's a traffic accident, a domestic, or they're observing something happening in our community, these dispatchers take all that stress through the phone and absorb it and get help en route. And so I can't say enough about how great a job they do. They don't get recognized enough because they are behind the scenes, but do a vital role for public safety. And so thank you to council for recognizing them. And I'll give Dustin, if you want to say anything, you're welcome to. I don't want to put him on the spot, but I do appreciate them, and we'll have them come up when council comes down to.
He does the speaking when it's needed.
He does the speaking when it's needed. That's correct. That's correct.
We'll do the others, and then we'll shoot the pictures. Next is proclamation for Fair Housing Month, and on behalf of the City Council, we'll present this proclamation to Lauren Hart. Lauren, good to see you again. Catawba Valley Association of Realtors proclaiming the month of April 2024 as Fair Housing Month throughout the city of Lenoir. Welcome. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
You've been here with us several times.
5 or 6 years.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. So I'll present this proclamation Fair Housing Month. Whereas April the 11th, 2024 marks the 56th anniversary of the passage of the United States Fair Housing Law, Title 8 of the Civil Rights Act of 1968, as amended, which enunciates a national policy of fair housing without regard to race, color, creed, national origin, sex, familial status, and handicap, and encourages fair housing opportunities for all citizens. And whereas the Catawba Valley Association of Realtors is committed to highlighting the Fair Housing Law, Title 8 of the Civil Rights Act of 1968, by continuing to address discrimination in our community, supporting programs that will educate the public about the right to equal housing opportunities, and for planning partnership efforts with other organizations to help assure every American of their right to fair housing. Now, therefore, I, as the mayor of the city of Lenoir, North Carolina, and on behalf of Lenoir City Council, do hereby resolve that April 2024, being Fair Housing Month, begins a year-long commemoration of the United States Fair Housing Law in the city of Lenoir, and urge all citizens to wholeheartedly recognize this celebration throughout the year. Adopted this the second day of April 2024. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you to the City of Lenoir. It's a privilege once again to accept this proclamation on behalf of the Catawba Valley Association of Realtors. Fair housing ensures that no one is marginalized when it comes to their choices for housing, and we appreciate your continued commitment to fair housing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And our third one tonight is a special recognition. This is National Line Worker Appreciation Day, and the council will present tonight's proclamation to a representative. I think we have several representatives from Blue Ridge Energy with us this evening, and Duke Energy also, but I don't think Duke could be here tonight. So we have our Blue Ridge gentleman with us, proclaiming Thursday, April 18th, 2024, as Line Worker Appreciation Day throughout the city of Lenoir. Welcome, gentlemen. Now, who do I have? Jerry Gregg and Chase Boston, okay. Spelled differently. I just want to make sure. We're welcome. We're glad to have you. Proclamation for Line Worker Appreciation Day. Whereas on April 10th, 2013, a resolution was passed in the United States Senate to recognize April 18th annually as National Line Worker Appreciation Day. And whereas the profession of the electrical line worker is steeped in personal, family, and professional tradition. And whereas line workers are often first responders during storms and other catastrophic events, working to make the scene safe for other public safety officials, and to expedite the return of vital electrical power to our communities. And whereas these brave men and women work with thousands of volts of electricity, high-top power lines, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, risking and sometimes losing their lives to keep electricity flowing. And whereas line workers are often faced with dangerous conditions, far from their families, as they work to construct and maintain energy infrastructure throughout the state of North Carolina and the United States. And whereas line workers must use their technical knowledge, physical strength, and ingenuity to achieve success in challenges they face every day. Whereas the city of Lenoir thanks these skilled and heroic line workers who brave hurricanes, ice storms, snowstorms, floods, and other natural disasters to maintain our community's energy grid. Now therefore it be resolved that I, as mayor, and on behalf of the Lenoir City Council, do hereby proclaim Thursday, April 18th, 2024 as Line Worker Appreciation Day in the city of Lenoir, North Carolina. Adopted this the second day of April 2024. Gentlemen, thank you. We appreciate what you did.
Stay up for the picture.
Yeah, we'll just do this picture first, okay? I was going to add that I've always been proud of that. My grandfather was one of the first line workers that came here to Caldwell County when we ran the lines with a company called the Bullion Company, which was a forerunner to what we now call Duke Energy years ago, and ran the first lines here in Caldwell County. So always had a soft place for line workers. He actually fell off the pole, and that's what it ended up. He died before he should. But anyway, that's a long time ago. So anyway, let's shoot a picture. Come on down. Come on.
No, I'm not.
This is how you look at it.
Yes. You can speak. If you ever hear, I won't get you.
No, I'm good here. I'll just stay out of your shot.
All right, let's see. Step up a little bit.
There you go.
Chrissy, come up a little bit. Act like you know each other. All right, ready? Want to do a couple without flash? We'll do a flash. Are you good? I'm getting anything? I think I got it. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, your resolution. See, there's your spot.
Your spot is here.
1, 2, 3.
I went over here specifically so you wouldn't do that.
Brandon, I'll be good. Just give me a hand. Everybody step this way. Good, all right, now look good, ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Flash.
Did he ride on that one too?
No, he didn't tell me.
He'll Photoshop you in.
Kim, you going to the dinner tomorrow?
TJ.
You going?
I hope not.
I saw it in my calendar.
Yeah, right.
I want to. Yeah. I may stay through the weekend.
Thank y'all. That was very, very nice. We appreciate all the service and things that have gone on, our communicators and everyone. We appreciate what's going on. So thank you. All right, we'll move on then. We do not have matters scheduled for public hearing this evening, so we'll move on to consent agenda items consisting of the minutes of the city council meeting of Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. We have a renewal. This is for a sidewalk cafe permit. This would be for the Side Street Poorhouse Sidewalk Cafe permit with the following conditions carried forth from the original approval. Number one would be the applicant must coordinate with the city's Public Works Director prior to modifying or installing any support structures for lights or awnings or modifying any enclosure fencing. Number two is string lights installed over the sidewalk cafe are limited to white, non-blinking lights. Number three, all provisions of section 13-3, subsection 3, shall continue to apply to the use and operation of the sidewalk cafe area. And number four, and that is the current copy of a certificate of liability insurance naming the city as the certificate holder must be provided to the planning department. Item C is a resolution. This is for a water supply plan. This will be approval of the resolution to adopt the 2023 through 2028 water supply plan for the city of Lenoir as recommended by city staff. Item D is authorizing resolution. This is for Bernhardt Transportation LLC lease. This is a 10-year term. Approval of the resolution authorizing the lease of city property for a term of 10 years to the Bernhardt Transportation LLC. Approval of the lease upon the terms and conditions set forth herein, and authorizes the city manager or his designee to execute the same. Item E, this is for engineering services contract, Destination by Design. This would be for the engineering services contract with Destination by Design for Phase 3 of the Lenoir Gateway project in the amount of $113,500 plus 4% of construction cost in order to move forward with implementation of Phase 3 of the project. Note, Phase 3 consists of the survey, design, encroachment, bidding, and construction administration for the 3 remaining minor gateway signs located on 1 US 321, North Carolina 18, 2 of those. That's three signs. Item F is a bid award. This is for WTP improvements. This would be to approve the bids received by Freysinet Incorporated, the lowest responsible bidder, to complete concrete and waterproofing repairs for the George L. Bernhardt Sr. Lake Roadhis Water Treatment Plant for the contract cost of $844,051.50, with addition of construction contingency of $84,405 for a total project budget of $928,456.50 as recommended. Item G would be the proclamation for National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. H is the proclamation for the Fair Housing Month. and I for the proclamation for National Line Worker Appreciation Day. That's your consent agenda items A through I. I will open it for any discussion and/or motion for any of those. Yes,
Mayor,
sir.
I would like to, I just have a recommendation under B4, and so I'd like to pull that off and just make a recommendation for the council to consider regarding the insurance language.
On B4,
Well, item B,
item B, okay. All right, we'll pull item B
but
off.
I'll make a motion to approve items A, C, D, E, F, and G, H, and I.
Okay, we have a motion to approve all the other items on the consent agenda item except B. If there's no other discussion, all in favor, please say aye. Somebody got to vote. All opposed? Okay, that's approved. Now, we'll,
Six zip, and David's absent.
that's right, 6-0, and David Stevens is not here tonight. He's out with, he's tied up quite off, we're busy with some income tax world. Anyway, all right, so we'll now discuss item B. Mr.
Yeah,
Purdue.
Under 4, where the city is requested to be named as a certificate holder, that's good, but being named as a certificate holder only provides proof of coverage. I think it would be prudent for us to be named as an additional insured, so then that actually affords the city some protection should they have some kind of a suit that brings the city into it, we get afforded the protection under their policy as additional insured status. So I would amend that to say copy of the current certificate of liability insurance naming the city as certificate holder and additional insured must be provided to the planning department.
I agree, and that's the way it has been done in the past.
Yeah.
This wording is just a little
Okay,
vague.
I think the actual policy says that.
good.
It does.
Good.
Okay.
And then, I did have one question. Mr. Hildebrand had brought up, Ms. Rogers, that you're actually provide the policy for Side Street, right?
That's correct.
Okay, but they'd have the policy regardless of whether there was this sidewalk cafe, right?
They do,
Okay.
yes.
I just wanted to confirm that, make that a disclosure, but then also I don't think that gives you any sort of direct benefit to where you're prohibited from voting. I just wanted to make sure that we were clear on that, so that's fine.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
We were gonna discuss that and see if that needed to be done, so.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did some quick research.
thank you. That was good. All right, so any, if there's
So my
no,
recommendation is a motion.
okay. We have a motion then from Councilmember Purdue that we approve item B to the consent agenda item, which we think is already in there anyway,
Okay.
for what they're being said.
Thank you. Just want to make sure.
Yep. If no other discussion, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Item B is approved as well. Okay, we'll move on then to requests and petitions of any citizens. This is a time on our agenda where any of our citizens can come forward and speak to us if they would like to. Anyone have anything to say? Welcome, everyone. Who's Jennifer, glad to have you as always. Anyone? Okay, seeing no one at this time, we'll move on to, we do not have reports of boards and commissions, so we'll move on to the report and recommendations of the city manager, who is big state Wolfpack man, Scott Hildebrand.
Go Pack. A couple items for information this evening. Tomorrow evening, the North Carolina League of Municipalities will have their town and state dinner. It will be held at 5:15 to 8:30 at the Warehouse 18 venues in Hickory at 2nd Street Southeast. A cruising event will be held on Saturday, April 6th, beginning at 3 o'clock in downtown Lenoir. The City County Service Committee will meet on Monday, April 8th at noon at J. Hebrew Hill Civic Center. The Caldwell County Economic Development will host their annual Industry Appreciation Awards luncheon on Wednesday, April 10th at 11:30 a.m. To 1 p.m., and that's going to be held at J. Hebrew Hill Civic Center. The ABC Board will meet on Thursday, April 10th at 2 o'clock. The Western Piedmont Council of Governments will have their annual meeting on Thursday, April 11th at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. The Lenoir Business Advisory Board will meet on Thursday, April 11th at 6 p.m., third floor City Hall. And the North Carolina Department of Transportation will have their annual spring litter sweep, and it begins on Saturday, April 13th, and will run through Saturday, April 27th. And Mr. Harris, are we having a litter sweep pickup sometime during that time?
Yes, probably either the 18th or the 25th.
We'll get that information out to council, let you know what day that'll be held, and we'll pick up trash throughout the community. Also, the Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee will meet on Monday, April 15th, 6 p.m., and that'll be held at the Lenoir Aquatics and Fitness Center. And that's all I have, but again, go Pack. It worked 2 weeks ago, so I'm hoping.
And by the way, they have both teams, men and women, in the Final Four, which is quite an accomplishment, so. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Tar Heel will tell you.
And that came out of the mouth of who?
Preacher.
We went home.
Preacher?
A little while ago.
Good Lord. Fomenting disagreement on the council.
You love it, don't you?
More business for me.
No. All right, thank you on that report. Any questions of Mr. Hildebrand of any of the events coming up? You didn't mention you did mention that, the EDC luncheon. Yeah, this is the 10th. Okay, thank you. It's on there. All right, we'll move on then to reports and recommendations of the city attorney. Mr. Rohr, anything?
No, sir, except that I've heard that there's been some scurrilous accusations made on this city council recently about NC State basketball. I'll look into that and report back.
I recall my comment. I rescind my comments.
We recall it too.
Okay. All right, we'll then move on to report recommendations of the mayor's office. First, I would like to welcome our newest addition to the City of Lenoir staff, Brenda Floyd, who is our Downtown Development Main Street Director. And we're glad to have you with us. Thank you for coming on with us. We're excited about that and know we got good things and good leadership coming. So we'll move on from that. I do have a board appointment tonight for you for the Lenoir Tourism Development Authority. As of the last meeting in March, we recommended Kimberly Edmiston to be appointed, serve a 4-year term on the Lenoir Tourism Development Authority as presented. So tonight we are coming back with that board announcement to formally put her in if it's agreeable with the council. Kim, as we know her by, will do a great job, and we appreciate that she's willing to step up and fill in for us in that role. Very, very important part of the one of the boards that we have here is our Tourism Development Authority, for sure. So I'll bring that to you as a recommendation. So I entertain a motion on that.
So move, we approve.
Thank you. Motion from Councilmember Presswood to approve that appointment. No other discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Thank you very much. All right, we'll move on then. Report and recommendations. Any council members? Anybody have anything? Yes, sir.
I'd like to second the city manager's go Pack.
You want a second or a third or what? Yeah, that'd be good.
Don't say nothing, Preacher.
No comment.
No comment. Tar Heel's a little
That's your best
bruised over here.
I got TJ interested. I better hush.
Yeah, it's good to have anybody from the state of North Carolina playing. There we go.
Well, almost there.
Almost. Okay. Anyway, anything else to come before us with any other announcements that are going on? If not, we stand adjourned.